my name is Sasy Scarborough of sasypants.com, and today I'm going to talk to you about the LeLutka Personal Library, which is an add-on purchase from the store that works with not only the new Simone bento heads, but you can also use them for the older 1.6 version of heads. There are additional save slots on the actual head HUDs which you can use. They hold up to 4 for each layer, but this actually gives you an increased number of save slots, an all-in-one combination, and what is actually very exciting, which is also the outfit applier, which involves no button pressing, instantly attaches and detaches, giving you a complete look, and I'll show you that. So first of all, everything below the instructions is what comes in the package. Everything above the instructions are HUDs that I've set up earlier. Okay, so what you can do is, because they think of everything over at LeLutka, is you can add them all at once and see what they look like as minimized little HUDs on your screen. Okay, so now that you've got the HUDs on your screen, which you can see them up here, there's one for each layer, and there's also an all. The all is this picture here, and that saves all layers: skin, makeup, tattoos, the lot. Okay, then you've got your each individual layers. They all have 8 presets that you can save to. There's also a clear presets and a clear cache. The cache is what actually communicates with the HUD of the different textures that you've applied up until that point. So your cache is very important, and on that note, let me reiterate this, explain it very clearly. If you want to save some makeup that you've got on, you have to be wearing the save HUD prior to applying it, because it has to receive the communication from the makeup data and the HUD at the same time, so they know what they're saving. You can't put a lipstick on and then think, oh, I want to save this. You'd have to apply it again. Okay, so just remember, if it doesn't save, it's because it actually did not receive the communication from the makeup applier itself. So you'll just start over in that sense. Okay, so let me show you the ones that I've done previously and why I find them very cool. You go to events, you buy all these makeup palettes, and they're all very exciting and everything like that, but you just want a pink lipstick and you've got to search through every single lipstick palette that you have to find the one that you like. Well, give it a little bit of time each day, gather up all your makeup palettes and make HUDs that actually cater to that need. For instance, lipsticks, pink. So what I did here was I gathered up all my pink lipsticks from different brands and applied and saved them to this one palette. Of course, this probably isn't all the pink lipsticks that I have, but you get the idea. Now, you'll be saying, but as a blogger I need to know which store and all those sorts of things. Well, I'm a blogger too, so I understand the need, and this is how I came around that. Because this is modify, one, you can of course add the name pink lipsticks. And then what I've done from left to right is included all the stores that each makeup applies to. So the one I'm wearing now is from YS&YS, this is an Alaska Metropolitan, this is a Desus, and so on. Now, you don't necessarily have to keep the information on the palette that it's belonging to, but at least it gives your customers an idea of going to that store, looking through their makeups, finding that one, and maybe 10 others that they like as well. And then you detach. You might find the same for eyeshadows. You'll see that you get all these different greens. Now, to show you some of the ways to actually save some makeup, let's go with the lipstick. What you need to do is first drag it to the floor. I'm just going to drag it behind me. And I'm going to do a tester to show you with some League lipsticks. They're glazed set, which I find very cute. Also, this way, when you do drag it to the floor, you'll actually make a copy, so it means you won't be using the original. As I said, you will need to be wearing the Save HUD while you're actually intending to save. So in other words, first, let's put on the LeLutka. Let's go with natural color. Okay. Okay, so you see these are all clear white, but the ones I've shown you so far have different colors to them. Well, what happens is when you hold down and you're going to save, you intend to save, you get this nice little color picker. You look at it and say, oh, okay, it's dark brown. You select the dark brown and it saves. And say you wanted to try another color in the same sort of neutrals. This is a lighter brown. You would hold it down and you'd go with the lighter. So then you know, okay, that's going to be dark. I'm not in the mood for a dark. Save yourself some time there. Okay, then say you go crazy and you accidentally save a pink and you remember, oh, but this was supposed to be a naturals HUD. Well, you can override it because you've got special powers. So go with the orange. Oranges are from nature. Overwrite and choose your orange color. And there you go. That's how you would go along saving for the different makeups. This is of course all from the one brand, but as I've already shown you, you can save from multiple brands at once. If you decide that you didn't like any of those or the way you did it, you could either clear presets, take you back to the beginning, or you could just start with the new HUD. Put this away. The good thing is too, it also saves Amiga. So even if you buy makeup palettes for Amiga appliers as well as LeLutka appliers, you can actually save both, which again narrows it all down, gets you a lot more organized. Just Magnetized, for instance, some of her wonderful hair bases, they're on Amiga and they're actually on the tattoo layer. The hair base layer for LeLutka is a specialized UV. So if you're a hair creator and you want to use the SL UV hair base for your products, you'll need to use the tattoo layer unless it's on a skin. Then you've got, what I'll have to do is I'll turn off my hair base, make sure my tattoo layer is on, and it will apply. They're very intricate. And that's how you do that. Then I can return to a different tattoo and my original hair base and my original brows while I'm there. Okay, then you have an all set, and as I said before, this is saving all layers: skin, makeups, tattoos, the whole enchilada. It will also even include any tints. All of the HUDs will save any tints that you do. The tints happen via the tint panel here on the head HUD. Here we go. Okay, so this is going to get scary. Everything's changing. Everything changes, and this is where you see even the tints will change. I wasn't wearing different hair bases the day I did this, so you won't necessarily see those change. But if you were doing an event, say a modeling event, and you had to have different looks for each turn on the catwalk, this would be a great way to do that. If you wanted to plan them all in the one HUD and wanted to save them for later. However, one of the greater aspects of this new system, the whole personal library package, is the fact that there is also an outfit applier, and it looks like this and is amazing. Now this I set up already. What you have to do is you have to be a little bit more detailed when saving for this. You actually will have to make sure that you do things like clear all tints. When you do it, you'll have to make sure that your eyebrows are either on or off. The best thing to do when doing one of these is to toggle each option on the main HUD so that this gets that communication. Then what you do is once you've created it, you save it in an outfit, and excuse me while I get a little bit more conservative because I did this in preparation. Now it will attach and detach all in the same second, so there it is, and it will detach itself, and there you can see I'm ready to take on the world. The fact that you can just wear an outfit and bam, your skin's done, your makeup's done, everything looks fantastic. Modeling, blogging, stylists, content creators for different looks for their models, everything, it will become so handy to use. So what I've done is I resed an outfit applier HUD onto the ground, named it video, which I've done here, and in the description I put the information for all the HUDs that I'm about to save into it. When you first add it, it has some general text, close, save, clear. You can see that it says close, it's just hidden by the HUD. That's just to give you an indication of what the buttons actually do for the HUD. Once you click them away, they'll just disappear and you won't see them the next time you put the HUD on. So what I tend to do when doing this is I go through everything to make sure that I've saved something to every option. So starting with the skin, I'm using the Emily skin from Glamourfair, and I put on the no brows version. Then for eyeshadow, I'm using an Ellie Mode eyeshadow, putting that in the eyeshadow layer. Then for the lipstick, I'm using a League Glazed Lips. For the eyebrows, so as I mentioned before, if using an Omega applier, you need to click on the uppermost part of the applier so that it applies to the area that it's intended for. If you click lower, it will apply to all layers, so you might actually lose your look that way. The great thing about this system is it will only save to the layer you applied it to. So then we've got the eyebrows, so working down the list again, I'm going to go for a more dramatic eyelash. I'm going to be a little bit more creative, so I'm going to select the lashes and I'm going to give them a little bit of a tint just so that you'll see that it does save that. Closing that out. And then we've got tattoos. I actually grabbed some beauty marks made for bento, so these are going to apply to the tattoo layer, and they've been made with the basic HUD that creators have now, which means it just attaches and detaches instantly, no messing around. So I've got these cute little beauty spots by Bloom, and then hair base. Now I'm wearing this hair base. What you can do with any of the HUDs, the outfit appliers HUDs, you can actually still use the LeLutka personal library HUDs to let the cache know that that's the texture you want to create. So I don't actually have to go and find the LeLutka hair bases that I want to actually apply, because I've already set them up previously, which you've seen before earlier in the video. So now I've decided that that's the hair base I want. All of the options have been chosen. I press save, I detach, then mixed looks, which we played with earlier just to show that we're going for a different look. There we go. And then we can actually wear the outfit applier and we get back to that look. So as you can see, that's quite instant. It's something that you can then save to an outfit and you're done. You can do that as many times as you like. If you find that you want to change something, for instance, if I decided that I was talking too much, it's very quick. So when you add it, you can click, if you get it quickly enough, to return around to that side. If I decided that I didn't like the red tint on that, or if I decided to choose a different lipstick, Could change my lipstick, press save again, detach, go with the mixed looks again, so you'll see. And then it took the change. So even if you did forget to apply your eyebrows, or you forgot to do a tattoo layer or something like that, and you realize it didn't change, you can add to it afterwards. Like I said, you'll have to be a little bit quick on getting it to revolve back around, but you can do it, and that means you can update outfits. Now that you've got tattoo layers, there's not so many people out there that have created them so far, but as they do, you might want to add tattoos to different looks, or you might decide that you like this beauty mark permanently and add it to everything you've already created. I just wanted to show you that all is not lost if you actually do create a look and you didn't put on your personal libraries or an outfit applier, and you wanted to do so after the fact. You just didn't think it was going to be an outfit or look that you wanted to keep, and then you realized afterwards that you wanted to. Somebody flattered you, somebody gave you a compliment, you got all excited and thought, darn it, why didn't I save it? There is actually a backdoor way of doing so. It's not as creepy as it sounds, and it's actually not a backdoor at all. If you were wearing your head HUD while you applied any of your makeup, the head HUD also has a cache, so it is actually saving everything as well, data-wise. It's not actually applying it to any saved slots, but it is actually keeping a running tab of everything you've done. So if you actually save 2 layers, I'm just going to grab random colors because this is just a demonstration, and you run down and you save all of these options. Then you will have this complete look. Just to show you again, let's find out all mixed looks. Then what you'll need to do is you can put on the mixed looks again, show that it actually saved. Okay, now what you can do is, while the all layers save is on, apply all of the saves you just made, get your look back, and then override it, and it's now there. So you've gone here, let's get this out of the way, and you've now got that as a firm favorite. You can of course save it to a brand new HUD. I was just showing for examples. So that's how you can also override a setting if you want to improve your saves, or so that you can make a new HUD and keep that look. So all is not lost, and then what you could do here is just go back and get rid of all those. Or you might particularly like the moles, you might want to just keep them there as backup at all times. That's not a problem either. It's up to you. So there you go, the moles applied.